Yo, Loot Now crew. Today we're going to review several new free games available on Steam. Without further ado, let's get down to it. Hey gamers, buckle up for Guggeners, the frantic arcade turret defense that turns your desk into a star-shaped battlefield. Picture this: a spinning cannon, a line of relentless asteroids barreling toward you, and a simple, addictive loop of shooting, upgrading, and surviving. The core is pure, the action relentless, and every hit feels like a tiny triumph over cosmic chaos. What makes it stand out is how it blends luck and skill. A single power-up can swing around from a near wipeout to a glorious score spike, but mastering the timing of those upgrades, when to lock the laser, when to boost your shield, requires a reflex that feels earned. The game's soundtrack and visual cues keep you on edge, reminding you that entropy is always lurking just beyond the horizon. The real charm? It rewards persistence. Each playthrough feels like a new puzzle. Try a different combo of upgrades, test your limits against the increasing asteroid onslaught, and watch your high score climb. Whether you're in it for the thrill of the fight or the satisfaction of beating your own record, Guggeners delivers a satisfying, loop-friendly experience that's hard to put down. If you love a good challenge that's as simple as it is addictive, this is the game to hit that high score button and keep shooting. Hey gamers, today we're diving into Eclipse Breaker's free boss rush minigame. Think of it as a lightning-fast taste of the full-action roguelite that's coming to Steam. In just 15 to 20 minutes, you'll be thrown into a lineup of escalating bosses, each with slick patterns and punishing attacks that demand razor-sharp timing. What really sets this apart is the parry-driven combat. Learn the tells, nail the dodges, and hit that perfect counter to turn the tide. It's all about that active time flow, no grinding, just pure skill. If you've ever wanted a just one more try challenge, this is it. And don't worry, this mode isn't a one-off. It'll be part of the main Eclipse Breaker launch, where you'll unlock roguelite progression, companion allies, gear, and even more bosses. The free minigame is a great way to test your mettle before the full demo drops during Steam Next Fest. So fire up Eclipse Breaker, take on the boss rush, and see how long you can last. Ready to push your limits? Let's go!
Where you can unlock new power-ups and abilities. There are over
Welcome to the Orchard, where every season is a dance floor and every apple is a prize. From the moment the sage starts twirling, you're in for a rhythm-based farming adventure that feels as fresh as a crisp fall harvest. The core mechanic is simple. Mimic the sage's moves, hit the beat, and watch the trees swing to the rhythm, dropping ripe apples into your basket. It's satisfying, addictive, and the perfect blend of casual and skill-based play. But the fun doesn't stop there. At the end of each season, a giant boss crashes the party. No more dancing, just fast-paced combat. Dodge, parry, and use those stars to counterattack. It's a clever way to keep the pacing tight and the stakes high. Each boss feels unique, forcing you to adapt your rhythm and your strategy. The game shines in its variety of modes. Arcade lets you ride through all 4 seasons. Boss Rush throws you straight into a gauntlet of enemies. Endless keeps the apple collecting grind going. And Versus turns the dance into a competitive showdown. All modes support up to 4 players, so you can gather friends for a shared apple fest or a heated dance battle. Customization is a nice touch too. The custom mode lets you tweak difficulty, music tempo, and even boss health, giving the game a second life for players who crave a challenge. Overall, this apple harvesting dance battle hybrid is bright, breezy, and surprisingly deep. It's the kind of game that turns a simple idea into a delightful, multiplayer experience. Grab your dancing shoes, gather your friends, and get ready to harvest some rhythm. Eidolon, Fate of Fools drops you into a neon-lit arena where destiny is literally in your hands. Each match is a Tarotham showdown, with 13 major arcana cards that grant you 2 distinct abilities, one upright, like a classic gun, and one inverted, offering a risky but game-shifting move that you can trade away for a tactical edge. The clever mechanic forces you to decide whether to keep your card for a steady stream of firepower or sacrifice it for a burst of mobility or crowd control. The arenas feel like handcrafted stages, each with its own quirks that reward creative use of the cards. The game offers a free-for-all mode, But the real thrill comes from the two legendary power weapons that can turn the tide in a heartbeat. You can even sharpen your skills in a firing range or throwdown with friends over LAN or Steam. And if you're into audio, the 11-minute menu soundtrack gives each card a unique theme, an impressive touch for a student project from DigiPen. While the learning curve can be steep, the payoff is a deeply strategic shooter that blends the familiarity of arena combat with the mystique of tarot. Eidolon turns every death into a lesson in fate, and every victory feels like a step toward apotheosis. If you're looking for a game that rewards clever decision-making and has a fresh aesthetic, this is one you'll want to keep in your rotation. LazerGrrl drops you into a battlefield where Bomberman's explosive frenzy meets the cerebral grind of an RTS. From the first drop of a bomb, the tension spikes. Every block you plant is a potential shield or a future choke point. Every blast can either tear through an enemy base or protect your own. The real challenge is timing. When do you build? When do you blast? Mastering that balance turns a frantic firefight into a strategic dance. The controls feel crisp, the visuals are bright and clean, and the soundtrack keeps the adrenaline humming. Each match is a fresh test of reflex and planning, and because the map changes with every play, no two battles feel the same. LazerGrrl rewards quick thinking and long-term strategy, making it a compelling pick for anyone who loves fast action with a tactical edge. If you're craving a game that pushes you to outmaneuver and outsmart your opponents while still delivering pure, explosive fun, LazerGrrl is a must-play. Pulsagon drops you straight into a neon-lit rhythm arena where every beat is a shape-shattering test. The core is a glowing orb, and shapes, circles, triangles, squares, pentagons race down from all directions. Your job? Spin a 360-degree shield and morph it into the right form in a heartbeat. A quick tap on 1, 2, 3, 4, Q, W, E, R snaps your shield into place, and you have to match the shape before the next pulse hits. The music is the battlefield. High-energy EDM, chiptune, glitch, each track is handcrafted to sync perfectly with the on-screen geometry. As the levels progress, the rhythm tightens, combos multiply, and fake-outs keep you guessing. One wrong shape and the music turns chaotic, so the pressure is constant. Visually, Pulsagon keeps it clean and minimal. Bright geometric shapes pulse in sync with the soundtrack, creating a hypnotic, almost meditative vibe that's surprisingly engaging. No story, no fluff, just pure reflex training. A standout feature is the level editor. You can export parla files and share custom tracks, adding endless replayability. Whether you're chasing a high score or trying to survive the final 30 seconds on the hardest track, Pulsagon demands lightning-fast reflexes and razor-sharp timing. In short, Pulsagon is a sharp, addictive rhythm shooter that turns your brain into a beat-matching machine. If you love tests of precision and the thrill of staying in sync, this is the game that will keep your hands moving and your pulse racing. Overgrown takes you and a friend into a world reclaimed by vines and wildflowers, where every corner feels like a breath of fresh air. The game hinges on a tight two-player coupe, a nimble raccoon, and a methodical robot, each with their own quirks that make the puzzles feel fresh and the progression satisfying. You'll find yourself solving mechanics that force you to think about how to use light, weight, and time, all while the lush scenery unfolds like a living postcard. The adventure is brief, but it's packed with heart. There's no dialogue, only the quiet hum of a forgotten city and the rustle of leaves. That silence lets the visuals speak for themselves, painting a subtle warning about climate change and humanity's footprint. Every ruined building and overgrown street is a reminder that nature can reclaim even the most advanced tech, and that the only way forward is cooperation. If you're looking for a short, beautifully crafted experience that blends clever puzzles, gorgeous environments, and a quiet, thought-provoking message, Overgrown delivers in spades. It's a gentle yet powerful reminder that sometimes the best stories are the ones you can feel in your bones rather than read in a book. In a world where the line between myth and reality blurs, this game throws you into the chaos of a fledgling town built around a dragon's heart. You'll start as a ragtag band of adventurers, harvesting the heart's raw power to forge a settlement that quickly swells into a bustling city. But the thrill doesn't stop at construction. As your population grows, the land awakens, goblins, giants, undead, and more encampments appear, all eyeing that same heart. The gameplay splits into two compelling modes. First, the city building engine rewards strategic planning. Place farms, smithies, and research labs to unlock upgrades that boost your power and attract new settlers. Second, the dungeon crawling minigame takes you into deep, D&style dungeons where you'll fight monsters, loot relics, and fight the very creatures that threaten your town. The narrative hooks you with the idea that the ultimate prize, combining the heart with all the dragon fossils, could unleash something beyond imagination. While the mechanics are solid, the pacing can feel uneven, especially when the city's growth stalls between dungeon runs. Still, the blend of simulation and action paired with a mythic storyline makes this a memorable experience for fans of both genres. Imagine a cat who can skateboard through neon streets, turning every alley into a pulse-pounding race against time. That's Astrofelix, the universe's coolest cat on 4 wheels, and this game is a high-octane, endless skate adventure that keeps you on the edge of your seat. From the first pixelated jump, the game throws you into a vibrant cyber city where reflexes are king. You dodge deadly obstacles, outsmart quirky enemies, and collect coins and power-ups that give your run a turbo boost. The controls feel slick on both gamepad and keyboard, letting you glide, slide, and perform tricks with a satisfying weight to each move. What sets Astrofelix apart is its heart. The protagonist is based on a real cat, and that quirky, curious nature shines through every frame. The developer's passion project turned into a pixel legend, and the result is a charming, arcade-style experience that feels fresh even in a crowded genre. If you're after pure arcade fun with a unique twist, Astrofelix delivers. It's fast, fun, and endlessly addictive, just like a good skateboard run through a city that never sleeps. Give it a spin and see if you can keep up with the coolest cat on 4 wheels. Imagine a penguin that refuses to stay on the ice, and you're the one who's launching it across deserts, mooseback highways, and even the edge of space. The core is simple. Grab a bat, anything from a frying pan to an infinity gauntlet, pick up your trusty bear buddy, and let the physics do the rest. Every launch feels like a madcap science experiment. You'll bounce off seals, surf on mushrooms, and even hitch a ride on a whale if you're lucky. The humor is relentless, and the failure states are just as entertaining as the successes. The visuals are bright, cartoonish, and oddly charming, while the soundtrack keeps the energy high. What makes it stick is the endless replayability. Leaderboards, a growing collection of absurd bets, and the sheer joy of seeing how far you can go before you spectacularly fail keep you coming back. It's not a deep narrative game, but that's the point. Pick up a bat, launch, laugh, and repeat. If you're after a quick, chaotic burst of fun, this Penguin launcher delivers. It may not be a masterpiece, but it's a solid, laugh-filled experience that will leave you wanting to launch again. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed what you saw, hit that like button and subscribe so you won't miss any of our future adventures. See you next time.